my friend, and welcome back. My name is Hannah, and today I want to talk about some of my monthly favorites and not so favorites. If you're curious about anything that I'm wearing on my face or anything that I mention in this video, I always have links down below in the description box. If you're curious to see what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, I also have that linked down below as well. I'm a little bummed out because I didn't film as much last month as I plan to this month, or as much as I usually do. So you guys can't really see me using these items, but these are the items that I've been reaching for most of the time I want to do my makeup. I don't know if my energy feels a little bit off. It's I don't know, there's a whole lot going on personally, worldly, and it's just hard to kind of sit here and be like, oh, this is the favorite makeup item that I use this month, and not acknowledge what's going on. I don't know. So if you just also wanted to not be in Twitter news all day, join me and let's talk about some makeup and some things that I loved and didn't love. And the first item is the Ysl New Skin Tint. My only upset with this is that this is my summer shade, so this is a little bit too dark for me right now. But I love the formula of this, and I think I'm just gonna love it even more this summer. It's very light and airy when, like, it just feels really nice on the skin, and it, like, not that it has cooling properties, but you know when you put like a gel moisturizer on and it just feels refreshing? This is very similar to that. It just feels really nice on the skin. Like I said, it's a summer shade, so we're almost there, we're in spring. I don't remember if I talked about my obsession with the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I think I got this in December, maybe I got it in January. This one is just like drying out, and so I've already picked up my backup. This one is just like the super black, I think is what the shade is called, and so it's in a special container, but I think it's the same formula. I don't know, haven't tried it yet. But I didn't realize that this one was waterproof. I think I would like to try the non-waterproof version, only because after a few weeks I felt like my lashes were like dry and it was a bit more difficult to remove. But overall, it's my favorite mascara. It holds my lashes up, and I have very straight and heavy lashes. Like, as soon as I curl my lashes and go in with like a mascara like this, come hell or high water, they instantly droop. Same with the Rare Beauty mascara. Like, and I know everybody really loves that one, but that one just doesn't hold up my lashes the way that this Sky High does. So this one I think is one of my favorite mascaras, and I can't ever recall ever thinking that like I'm gonna always rebuy this mascara. Interesting. I think it was in January, maybe it was the beginning of February, but I had a huge lip haul because I bought a lot of lip products. I really can't spend any more money on lip products. Some of these items you're gonna be like, wow, Hannah, I can't believe you spent money on that. But let's start with the first two. I love these new ColourPop blotted lip formula things. I know one is called the blotted lip and then the other is the glowing lip, but one is just a glossy version and one is just a matte version. I would say that the blotted lip is more of a satin matte versus like a true matte, because I don't think it sucks out any moisture in my lips. Like, it doesn't feel drying. It's just when the light hits it, it's not as, like, it's a bit more dull versus, you know, how shiny like a gloss product would be. The next lip tint I have to talk about is the Oden's Eye Little Jasmine lip tint in the glossy formula. I'm probably going to declutter the matte formula. I don't like how that sits on my lip. That one is very drying. I think any kind of matte, like liquid blotted lip situation, I always find that it's like very drying of the lip, and it always makes my lips look very like crusty and like, I don't know, like no moisture, just like SpongeBob, you know, just like really tight-lipped. Yeah. This doesn't do that. This feels like a lip balm or a lip gloss in one, because it has a nice shine and slip to it, but it doesn't move around, and my lips do feel moisturized. So I hope that they release more shades. I don't know. I really love this. The next lip gloss I'm going to talk about, don't at me. I did end up purchasing the Fendi Heat Gloss that came out with the Savage, or is it Fenty Savage? The lingerie brand. This was an exclusive makeup item with the lingerie set. Leave me alone. I actually really love this, and with them coming to Ulta, I don't know how limited edition this is going to be, like if you could only get it through this collab. I think it's such a beautiful color, and I would love to be able to repurchase it, and you know, it'd be easily accessible for other people to get their hands on, because I love this gloss. I already love the Fenty Heat glosses, but this one I've been wearing nonstop since I got it. It's so pretty. It's the one I'm wearing today. I paired it with one of the blotted lips. I guess I'll close out lips with this lip liner, and this is the ColourPop Good and Plenty lip liner. I think this is discontinued. I think this whole like Plush Like Me collection was on one of their like Gone for Good sales. But then last time that happened, the Super Shock shadows that I bought were still available individually. So I don't know how ColourPop really discontinues something, and they usually always bring it back in some way. And I think this Good and Plenty shade particularly is like, I think if you get the collection that they have on there, I think this is included in one of those collections. I don't know, but this has been my favorite lip liner all month. I usually go more for like a brownie kind of nude lip liner, but I think because I've just been loving pink tones sort of lately, I guess in the month of February, I was all about pink. I guess that makes sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. This has been my favorite lip liner. It's so good. I really enjoy the ColourPop lip liners. I will pay the little bit more for the Nabla lip liners. That's like my favorite formula. But these ColourPop ones, they're not just good for the price. They're good. They're really good. And I don't think you need to be spending $20 on a lip liner. These are really, really awesome. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know that I had been using this specific Kaleidos eye primer for like a year and a half. I think every video I filmed had this eye primer. It was to the point where I didn't even link it because like it's not my favorite. But I've been using the Sigma eyeshadow base in the shade Ignite. And I've really been enjoying this. Like, it really shows me how much an eye primer really changes how your makeup works. I would say with a cream product like this, it makes blending so much easier, so much nicer. I don't know, I feel like my blending skills had like gone through the roof versus me using this one. But this Kaleidos one, the more liquid formula, I think is a bit more gripping. I do notice that like sometimes my makeup will kind of shift on my eyes and transfer a little bit more because I do have a little bit of a hooded eye situation. So I kind of want something that's in between, but I really do enjoy this. Like, so I guess the perfect primer for me would be something that's like in between this and the Kaleidos one. Like that would be like my perfect holy grail eyeshadow base. So if you know something that's like that, please leave it in the comments down below because I'm willing to try. So let's talk about eyebrows, because I don't know if you guys can notice, but I did groom my eyebrows a little bit. I know, very big steps for me because I'm always terrified to accidentally destroy my eyebrows. But what I've been loving is the ColourPop, what is this called? ColourPop eyebrow gel. I think it's called the Brow Boss. Is it the Boy Brow? It's the brow gel. I have a few NYX products to talk about, and I don't know. One of them is discontinued, but the other two I feel like are cult classics. But the first one is the High Glass Setting Powder. Mine is a little bit cracked, and I'm sad, but so I don't want to hold it like too high and risk damaging it. But I've been really enjoying this setting powder. Not that I'm like super into dewy looks. I've just been into very like moisturized, like glow from within, you know? I don't know, it looks like I drank like 8 glasses of water in a day. And this kind of does that for me when paired with the Fenty Eavesdrop. Like I don't go crazy, I just kind of tap it in where I need, where I kind of want to set. And it's really nice. I've really been enjoying it. My favorite combo, and I think this has been like the past few months since I got this concealer, but as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this concealer. This has been the one I've reached for ever since I made my first impressions video for the NYX concealer. I think I've used it the most. I don't really reach for my Bright Fix, and that was like my favorite all-time concealer. I really love this one more. I think it is exactly the same formula as the Born to Glow concealer. They just put it in a new packaging. But you know what? I'm not mad because it's a damn good concealer. It's so pretty. It's so nice. It's just, I love this. This is like, again, like my mascara. Like, I will repurchase this, and if I never buy another concealer, I will be okay because I really, really enjoy this one. And then I love to pair it with the NYX Banana Powder. I really, really, really enjoy this powder. I love them together. So good. Both of these are still readily available. I believe you can pick these up at Target. Like, you don't have to go into an Ulta. These are really nice. I've also been loving my Marc Jacobs bronzer. And I don't know what's going on with Marc Jacobs. Like, they're just... I can make a whole video on that. Maybe I will. Anyway, I don't think you can get your hands on this product right now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Asterisk. I've really been enjoying this. Like I said previously, I'm in my more winter shade. I'm in my lightest shade of the year. And I really like this blush, or excuse me, I really like this bronzer right now on me. I think it's really pretty. It's not like too warm leaning, but it's also not too cool leaning. It's just the right amount of warmth that brings, you know, a little bit of sun to my face without making it very obvious that it's been like raining and snowing for the past few months. It's nice. I've really been... And then let's talk eyeshadow palettes, because I have two palettes here that I've really been loving and wearing almost every day exclusively, and I'm a little surprised. And I don't know if I've already told you guys how much I love these palettes, but here we go. The first palette I've been loving so much is the Sigil inspired Toad palette, Chestnut Toad palette. Sigil inspired is a Russian indie brand, and I don't know, I almost didn't include this in today's video, but it's not the brand's fault, and it's just hard to talk about this Russian brand because I think they've also been making a lot of announcements of like them putting halts on different products and discontinuing some things, and I really love what Tammy Tanuka does. I really love these palettes. I love this formula, and it's just, you know, I don't want this to be like the last palette I got or like something like that, you know what I mean? Like I hope that we can come back to the Egg series, but I've really been enjoying this palette. I mostly wear these two shades to work. I really like to line my lids with this one and then just kind of brighten like my eyelid itself. These like swampy greens are just so pretty, and this red matte, like this is such a fun palette. It's just, I wouldn't even say that it's like a grungy palette. I think it's more of just like a forest palette, like you are a bog witch kind of palette. It's really pretty, and I love the toad, and it's just, I've really been enjoying this palette. The second palette I've been enjoying is the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton palette, and this is shocking to me only because I don't love this palette because it is a Bridgerton palette. I like it because I like the shades in this palette. I don't even like it because it's a Pat McGrath palette. I've just really enjoyed what's inside here. I think it's a really pretty color story. And it is kind of like a one-trick pony. You are going to do some form of like a pink look, but I've just really enjoyed this. And I've also like enjoyed this to do like mindless, like I'm not really thinking makeup, where you're just, you know, doing some stuff on your lid. I hope I'm not blinding you, but I reach for these two shades a lot. But now that I'm looking at it, are they not just... Those aren't the same shades, are they? Like, they're not. They're slight, like maybe that shimmer shade is this similar. I think the Pat McGrath one is maybe a bit more pink, or the one in the Sigil palette is a bit more peachy. Maybe I just like a deeper matte and like a light shimmer. Maybe that's my trend right now. That's kind of funny. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about letting you guys know that this is one of my favorite palettes, that this is the one I've been playing in the most this month, only because I don't think you need to have this palette. Like, I don't, if ColourPop released like a similar color story, I would have gotten it. If Tammy Tenuka released a similar color story palette, I think I would have gotten it. Like, I didn't get this because it was Pat McGrath, and I didn't get it because it was Bridgerton. I just purchased it because I was interested in what I was seeing. I liked the color story. I do like how the shadows play. I don't think that they're my absolute favorite in my collection, but I've definitely been loving them a whole lot this month. So if that helps you lean any which way, I don't think you need to have this, unless you really want to do pink and brown kind of looks. But I think there's also like 40 other ColourPop palettes that... The last two items, I'm not like in love with them. They're just items that I've been trying to use this month, and I'm not really into it. The first item is this Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. It's a grippy primer similar to the Milk Hydro Grip and the NYX one that I've been loving. I think it's Plump something. I know it's just in a like yellow container. It's a gel kind of grippy formula, but I don't know, even after letting it sit for a while, like it still kind of pills my Fenty Eavesdrop, which I think is weird. It was making this YSL one pill as well, but this one I think is more, I think for this one it's more just like a formula thing, because I think this is more of like a gel base, and then this is like a silicone-y kind of grippy thing. I don't know. That doesn't, in my brain, that doesn't sound like it would sit well on top of each other. I did buy some new lash glue, which I'm excited to try out, but then I also bought some magnetic lashes because I thought maybe that was my ride. That was my journey. And it could be because these are like Ardell lashes or something like that, or like Kiss lashes. They're not the like most high end of lash, but I also don't feel that like, but I'm also not someone where I believe you have to have like the $20 lashes. Like, yes, invest if that's something that you wear all the time, but if you just wanted to have something that was like just a bit more casual and like lighter on the lid and like easier to remove, I don't know, like these like Ardell Kiss lashes I think are really nice for that. But these ones don't have as many magnets, obviously. That's what you're getting what you pay for. I understand that. But I don't know, you have to like, there's no clear gel liner. And there's some brands that have like colored gel liner. I don't really do liquid liner anymore. Like, I don't really wear liquid liner, and if I do, I usually only do it like on the outer corner of my eye. So having to take like this black liner and like line my lid, and I have to do it in a weird way because I have to put black shadow first and then put the liner on top so it locks in, because if I use just the liner, it like transfers to my lid, and like the corner of my lashes will be fine, but then like the center, like as I blink you can see it move. I don't know, like they say that they're supposed to lock in place. The smaller ones were easy, like the shorter length ones were easier to like fit and wear comfortably all day at work. But these longer ones, and I think this is, but there's the longer ones in here. I think it's the center one. Those ones were like really hard to wear. Like those ones were almost uncomfortable. I think that they were like too long and there wasn't enough hold at the base. So I don't know, I think maybe these work if you kind of want something to give like a little zhuzh to your lashes, but not something like you're going to be wearing for a long period of time. I don't know, I will get back to you. I don't know, I'll get back to you. I'm still interested to try them and keep wearing them because I do like the idea of not having to put glue on my eyes. I don't know what happened. I feel like most eye glues, lash glues, they just irritate my eye for some reason, and I don't really have like sensitive eyes. I've never had sensitive eyes, but I did get a new lash glue. I did get the Biotin and like rose water one, so we'll see. But that's everything I've been loving this month and some of the things that I've been like, about this month. But let me know in the comments down below, what have you been loving this month? Do you feel the same way about some of the items that I mentioned? What are some of your holy grails? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm pretty excited to film tomorrow's video actually, because some of the items that are dropping, I'm just like, ugh, I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.